Hi everyone, it's Tatyana from Tatyana's Everyday Food, and today's episode is going to be a technique video on how to properly deskin, debone, and fillet salmon. And I think this technique is so crucial and very important in today's kitchens because everybody is making salmon recipes, and it's really important to have great presentation because the correctly filleted salmon can really break or make your dish. Before we begin, we're going to need two very important pieces of equipment. We're going to need a very sharp knife. Make sure you pre-sharpen your knife before you start filleting your salmon. We're also going to need a pair of tweezers. I have a pair of beauty tweezers here. You can also use kitchen tweezers if you have them. To start, I'm going to place my salmon fillet on a nice sturdy board. We're going to trim the salmon, and you can use this piece here either for a stock or for some other recipe. I'm going to start at the tail end of the fish, and I'm going to make a small incision, and we're going to tilt my knife out just to turn it flat, and then we're going to guide the knife along underneath the fish. And so you want to hold the tail, it'll give you some hold on the fish, and then slide your knife back and forth across. If you want to make sure that you're cutting the skin correctly, just flip it over and you can see that you're not getting too much flesh left on the skin, and that's just the way we want it. Flip it back over. I'm going to turn the fish over just to show you what the skin should look like. So that your skin should not have any flesh on it and just have the tiniest bit right there, but that's okay. It should be fine. But otherwise, it came off beautifully.
And now we're ready to remove the pin bones out of our fish. So you want to run your knife along the flesh of the fillet, and the pin bones should pop right up. And this fish doesn't have too many of them, which is perfect for us. And you want to do this after you remove the skin because then the bones don't have anything to hold on to. We're going to take our tweezers and we're going to gently remove the pin bones. And you want to do this with the grain of the fish, not against the grain of the fish, because then it's going to pull out too much of that flesh, and you don't want to do that.
Now we're ready to fillet the salmon into serving size pieces. So I'm going to cut the tail part off, and I usually reserve that like for myself. You can eat it while you're preparing your dish. And then we just need to slice this into serving size portions. And now our fillets are done, and you can see how nice and solid that piece of fish is. I've removed the skin, I've removed the bones, it's nice and fat in the middle, and this is perfect. This is ready to be used in your favorite recipe.